Hey everybody, I have Tony with me today, and we are going to do the review of her website. And we'll go through everything that a website should have, and it'll all be recorded for you to work through on your own. So, I'm going to share my screen. All right, let's go back to the home page here. Oh, share. All right. Okay, so this is the home page. The first thing that I notice right off the hop is this dark bar here, and you can't read the the menu unless you're actually hovering over it. So I think that you should probably make that visible right off the hop, and then you can change the color to a different color when someone hovers over it if that's what you want. I would remove this under construction. You don't need that. And I would also remove this top bar here that says call us and the Facebook and Instagram icons. We'll put that down at the bottom because the first part here that people see as soon as they come to your website is the most important part. And they call it before the fold or above the fold. So everything above the fold, this is where the people are going to get their very first impression and where they're going to hopefully be guided in. And the thing that you want people to do when they get to your website is you want them to fill out a questionnaire or like a puppy application. That is your goal. When someone comes to your website, you have to have a goal in mind, and your goal should be for them to fill out that questionnaire to buy a puppy. So up here before the fold or above the fold, you're going to have puppy application button, and hopefully they will click on that button and fill it out to buy one of your puppies.
So you're
They
saying put that underneath where it says welcome to Taga Ranch and it tells a little bit about us, put a button in there or even before that.
No, somewhere right around here at the bottom, like just after
Okay.
this paragraph right here, so that it's visible above the fold. Um, and then they're still going to click around on here, but that's going to be the first thing that they see when they come to this page, and they're going to see, fill out this questionnaire. If you want one of our puppies, fill out this questionnaire.
Okay.
So, um, I think that you should probably just not have this image behind here.
Okay. Solid background.
There's this big, huge gap. I'm not sure why you've got this big, huge gap here.
So that is where you're on where this takes you. That link goes to like that's where I would have the available puppies.
Okay. Okay. I think that is too far down. I think that what we should do is we should try to keep these pages short so that people are just basically clicking on these links, and then they've got the information above the fold. If there's some
Okay.
information that's not that important, we can put it down below. But puppy culture is very important. So I'd like to have puppy culture maybe on the page where they click in to start looking at the puppies that you have available.
Okay.
Okay, I love the fact that you've got $1,000 deposit, and I love the fact that you've got $3,500 on here. I think that the deposits are non-refundable. I think that we should probably change that. There are going to be situations when deposits will be refundable. Um, Mostly just if you can't supply them with a puppy. And in your case, that may or may not be the case, but I think it stops people from putting down a deposit when you're like so in their face saying deposits are non-refundable. You could say deposits are transferable instead.
Okay. Because that's what I was just gonna say is
Yeah,
I do transfer.
yeah,
They are transferable.
yeah.
Okay.
So don't say all that non-refundable, just say deposits are transferable. Say like it's going to be like, don't worry, your deposit's transferable. So they don't want to have any
Okay.
worries about sending you a deposit.
Okay.
Okay. Um Quality isn't in the color or eye color. Quality comes from pedigree, genetics, health testing, training, and nutrition. I agree 100%. Okay, great. I'm just going to read this here. Oh, dogs do speak, but only to those who know how to listen. Welcome to Taga Ranch. You've got welcome to Taga Ranch twice. That's probably not necessary. We take immense pride in our dogs, ensuring they possess the perfect blend of quality, temperament, beauty, and intelligence. While we compete in conformation and fast cat events, I don't even know what that is, many of our beloved fur babies thrive in various roles, including herding, agility, therapy, and as a cherished family companion, or as cherished family companions. As a state-approved and AKC-inspected facility in Iowa, we prioritize the well-being of our dogs and require a phone conversation and application process to ensure a perfect match for your family. Perfect. So I want you to just change that. So the first thing they're going to do is fill out the application. And then once you receive an application, then you're going to book a call with them. And then once you have the conversation with them on the phone, the next thing you're going to do is request the deposit. We want you to feel confident and excited about the journey of adding a Taga baby to your home. To ensure the best match for our fur babies, we require a phone conversation. Okay, we just read that. This helps us prioritize their futures and ensures that you are as committed to them as we are. If there are no puppies available at the moment, it's a little typo, we'd be happy to discuss adding you to our waiting list. So I think that we should take that part off, because what we're trying to do, and your whole mindset is changing now, is you are putting them on a waiting list. So let's get you on our waiting list as soon as possible. Something like that. And we can, we're going to be using ChatGPT to go through all of this messaging to make sure that the messaging is in alignment with who our ideal buyer is. So with Taga, you not only gain an incredible companion, but your puppy also comes with a special pickup offer when you pay the full price. Experience the joy of bringing home your new furry friend today. 7-year health guarantee on our nutritional plan. Toy or blanket smelling like us and their mom. This helps with the transition from our place to yours. Spay or neuter contract, no breeding. Health check and paperwork from our vet. Current shot and deworming information, informational articles that we feel are important things to know. We raise using some puppy culture and badass breeder training starting at a very early age of 3 days old. Microchipped with fine nano and paperwork, tails and dew claws removed. We offer a lifetime of support from us, lifetime rehoming from us if needed, and a really nice reusable bag that includes the items listed above. I'm here to help you find the perfect fur baby that fits seamlessly into your family and lifestyle. Please note that the fee is non-refundable. Let's work together to find your new best friend. So we're going to take that part out there. We don't need that there. We'll have a deposit policy that'll talk about the deposit. And then I don't think we need this website, letting them know when the website has been updated. Visitor policy. The health of our dogs and puppies is important to us, so we take every precaution to protect them. With that said, we are a closed kennel. Unfortunately, young puppies don't have fully developed immune systems and are susceptible to life-threatening illnesses, including parvo. When disease like parvo strike, they can kill a whole litter in a matter of hours. Disease germs can be carried on people's clothing and shoes and even your car tires. For this reason, we ask that you visit us online rather than in person, so they may safely see our dogs and watch our puppies grow. We photograph our puppies regularly and post the photos of the available puppies page. We also send weekly photos to the people on our reserve list with little updates on how puppies are doing. Sometimes we share a sweet story or two about them. When we meet you for pickup of your puppy, we ask that you do not go places where there may have been dogs you don't know, pet stores, parks, rest areas, vet clinics, etc. Thank you for helping us protect the health of our puppies. I think that we should put something in here because the fact that you don't let people see the puppies, that is a red flag to people that are looking for scams. So I think that you should put your license number on there, uh, Is there anything they can find out about your kennel if they have your license number? Like, can they do a background check on you or something?
Yeah,
Okay.
they
So,
can they can literally go into the state of Iowa and research who we are, get my address, get all that stuff. And that was part of the reason that I don't put anything there or have them come here because my husband's gone a lot and it's literally just me here and
yeah.
obviously our kids. So but I also used to work in a feed mill where biosecurity was super important. So that's why I don't do that. And that's why I'm like, I'll do a Zoom call and stuff with them as well if they're interested in doing that. But that's why I don't put information on there. But there is on my contract, my license number is on my contract.
Okay. Okay. That's fine. So then we can put something about that in a different part then. I think we should take this visitor policy right off. I don't think we need it on there. Again,
Okay.
it's just something negative. Like they will think of it as a negative, so it's not
Okay.
necessary. And you're probably going to be selling puppies to people from far away, I would think.
I always do. Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't sell many
yeah.
close.
So you don't even need to say that. All we need to say is that we have video calls. We can video call you with the pups and stuff like that. And even when you do your telephone interview, you can even do a Zoom, like a video interview, because
Mm-hmm.
I think you know more about the people when you actually see them.
Right.
Okay. So we'll take that off there. You can have another page that has your policies on it. Like you can have a policy page because you've got a lot of things on your menu.
Yeah.
Um, do you have an About Us page? Oh yeah, About Us. So the About Us page and the Contact Us page can be the same page. So we can change that.
Okay.
What's this members thing?
That is something that I was starting to try adding on there just for the simple fact of if I was able to do something behind the scenes and let them have access to like all the blogs or the newsletters or something, like if they miss something, they can go back and read it. But um, I don't know, to be honest. I don't think I've even done anything with that
Okay.
as of late.
Okay. And Shires? Is this, oh, your horses.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's take that off here. But that's super cool that you have these horses. I
Yeah,
love,
I raise it to a carriage company. So I'm trying I would rather have one website where people can go because they know me as Taga Ranch instead of having Taga Shires, Taga Aussies, and all this other stuff. So that's where it's like I was trying to make it one website so people can just go because we are known as Taga Ranch.
yeah, you could do tag a ranch and then you could have horses, dogs, and carriage.
Okay.
And then that would split it up.
And have those as tabs is what you're saying, right?
Yeah, like on the homepage, that'll be the first thing that we're going to do is we'll just and see this where you have this site was designed with Wix.
See, that's because I have a free one right now. I haven't
Yeah.
paid for it yet. So once I figure out where or
Yeah.
I want to put the website, kind of like I was saying,
Okay.
I quit building this because I don't know where to do all this at. But so have like Tag a Ranch and have the front one. I could have some action shots or some pictures, and then have horses, dogs, or carriage, and then they can click that and go into that
Yeah.
area. Okay, that's
Yeah.
awesome. I like that idea a lot
Yeah.
better.
Yeah. And then where you have the available, I think that we're probably going to have a puppies available is probably going to be pretty prominent. Um,
Right.
or we could instant like we could say for sale, we could say available, whatever, doesn't matter. But then instead of having all of these things here like this, I think they should click onto the page and then you can have a menu on that page. So once they get to the available, you could say pups, trained pups, or like trained adults, because
Okay.
you've got young adults and retired dogs. I think you should just have puppies or adults.
Okay.
And then once they go to the puppy page, they can have like trained puppies or not trained puppies. But this is something that you're probably going to talk to them more about in a conversation on the phone, or it could be on your questionnaire. You could have the questionnaire and it could say, are you interested in a puppy that's been trained or a puppy, an 8-week-old puppy or a 12-week-old puppy with training or a 16-week-old puppy with more training? Or would you be interested in a trained adult or would you be interested in a retired breeding dog? And that's going to be on your puppy questionnaire rather than have it all on your menu. Okay.
Okay.
And then the puppy training. I think we can take the puppy training off the main menu. And again, it's going to be in the puppy section. Yeah, we're going to put lots of reasons why socializing them in this manner is good for the buyer in the messaging. Yeah, it's good that you have this. I would put this up a little higher though, just because again, before the fold, you want the stuff that they came to the page for. And that, see down here where you have all of the, like in your footer, that's good that you've got all the information on your footer. But you've got this location. Not sure about that because you're not really you don't want people to come.
No, that's why I'm just like, we're an hour from Des Moines or whatever, but um because some people are like, where are you even located? Because
Okay.
they think like I just had somebody, she was from Alaska visiting in Washington and she found me and she's like, "Oh my gosh, can I come over and see your puppies today? Because I'm traveling, going to be leaving back to Alaska tomorrow." And I'm like, I'm located in Iowa. And she's like, "Oh, I guess never mind then." And it's like, how do people not see this?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. So again, the thing that we want here, and we're going to use ChatGPT to write a really, really beautiful story about you and your family and the breed and breeding and everything like that. And again, I'd like that to be shorter. Um, and then nutrition. You've had nutrition on here for a while. Nutrition for your Taga baby, nutritional plan. Okay.
This is a lot of information there. And then it has videos of the holistic veterinarian that started it and why. And
So if they feed Life's Abundance, then they get the 7 year.
right.
Okay. Okey-doke. And then the dogs. Yeah, these are great. These are good quality pictures. Oh, and they've got little arrows so they can see more pics. I would name them instead of these file names,
Okay.
unless you can take this file name off.
I'll
But
have
if
to look
you
at
can't,
that.
I would put an actual name, like a description or something about the dog. Okay.
And then there's some of them like um I can't even tell which dog that even was. That wasn't there, but
Say
that's
Oakley.
see,
Oakley.
and there was another one like when I was doing Amazon stuff, like let's shop for a dog, all of my links are gone. And that's where it's like I said, I'm just to the point I stopped creating this because I don't want to make it and then rechange everything anyway, you know?
Yeah, I totally get it. And then let's shop. So this is affiliate through
So
Amazon.
that's yes.
Okay.
And other but this is where it's all gone.
Okay, well, that's fine. We have to just, redo it.
No,
If
yeah,
you're up
like
for it,
I mean that's where people go and buy, yeah. So it's like, yeah, I'll do that again.
yeah. But we don't want anyone that's interested
Hmm.
in the puppy to come to the page and see these things that aren't working. It's critical that we
Right.
have everything working properly. Okay,
And then
so
that
this is
just
basic. Oh, this is the
takes us back.
same page.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So we definitely only need one menu item for it. And then the reviews. I think what we'll do is we'll probably put like on the homepage, we'll put a carousel of reviews just below the fold. So there'll be reviews sliding across the page.
Hmm. Okay.
And the blog, this is mainly where your SEO is going to come from. And so this is
Yeah,
where
see,
you want to be creating your articles that are based on search engine, I mean, based on keywords. So when we did the keyword research and we found the keywords that people are typing into the computer to find puppies to buy, those are the words that we're going to use to write articles about.
okay.
And
And
then,
that's why I was asking too, because um when I started looking up on chat and I was like, okay, give me 52 ideas of blog
yeah,
whatever. So it like boom, 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 boom. Because I was like, okay, I'm gonna blog every single week. And then that's why I was asking, can I take the blogs and put them into a newsletter? Because some people aren't on going on my page or seeing the blogs or whatever. So then I was going to take those blogs from that month and put into a newsletter and blast those out.
mhm. The purpose of this blog, though, as far as search engine optimization goes, is you're trying to write articles about things that people are looking for answers for. And that's why we're using the long tail keyword search. We're figuring out what questions people are asking about your breed, and we're answering those questions in your blog. So when they ask those questions to Google or to ChatGPT, um, they're going to show your website. That's the idea. That's the goal.
And
Okay.
that's something that I was looking up the other night too, was what common questions are getting asked about Australian Shepherds.
Yeah.
So then it started blasting all that on there too. And I was like, okay, save this conversation because I'm going to have to come back to that.
Yeah.
So I've been doing that behind the scenes, but now it's just putting it all together, you know?
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Deciding what the priority is. So the priority is to present a very simple website first. Like we're talking about priority. So the first thing we want to do is present a very simple website that has click here to fill out the puppy questionnaire. We have a litter on the ground right now. We have a couple of spots available. If you want one, fill out the puppy questionnaire. Always fill out the puppy questionnaire. And then we could have a few pictures of some of the adult dogs that you have. We can have the deposit policy and the wait list policy and the contract. We can even put the contract on your website so that there's nothing that you're answering all of the questions that they have. And then you're going to have a lead magnet. This is another big thing that you don't have on here. You want to be building a waiting list, you want to be building an email list of people that like Australian Shepherds. So they may not even be ready to buy a puppy right now. They just know that they love Australian Shepherds. Maybe they have one. Maybe their shepherd is getting older and it's going to die and they're going to want to buy a new one, but they're searching like a year or 2 years in advance. You just keep on collecting these people that have one thing in common, and that's the Australian Shepherd. And then you can sell these people affiliate products. Even if you're not selling them a puppy, you can be selling them affiliate products that are for dogs or for Australian Shepherds or maybe Australian Shepherd merch. There's all kinds of different things that you can sell to these people over the years. But the first thing you need to do is you need to get a list of people that love Australian Shepherds. And so the lead magnet is going to be what you're going to use to start building your list. So we have to come up with, and we can have a few different lead magnets. So we can have a lead magnet that talks about what to do with your puppy when it comes home from the breeder. We can have one that talks about training for Australian Shepherds, like adult training or puppy training. And then you'll get to know why people are on your list based on the lead magnet that you're offering them. So you're going to have a segmented list. Your list is going to be segmented into the different reasons they contacted you so that you'll be able to communicate with them more effectively. And then once that priority is satisfied of having a nice, clean looking website that has the application on it and talks about your process too, like the process of buying a puppy from you, fill out the application, have a phone call, get on the waiting list, and then we'll get you a puppy when we have one. Then you're going to want to start putting your blog posts on there to get the free traffic from Google or from ChatGPT. So that's the idea. There's paid traffic and there's free traffic. The paid traffic is from advertising and the free traffic is from Google searches. And that's why you have the search engine optimization on your website, is to get those Google searches. And then we can also talk about advertising too in the future, because you do want to be able to spread your kennel out to the rest of the world. But we don't have to do that first. We can use social media first because social media is also free. But I definitely think there's a place in your marketing strategy for paid ads. And we'll tackle that later.
Okay.
And then once your website is ready and your email marketing system is set up to get these people, then we'll start driving traffic to your website by social media. And that will just be your Facebook and your Instagram with regular posts. And that's going to be posts about the breed, about your dogs in particular. And we'll set that up so that you have at least one post a day going out, if not two. I feel like you're probably going to be in a situation where you're going to want more than one post a day. So we'll probably set it up for two.
Okay.
And don't forget that on social media, not everyone is going to see your posts. Like the algorithm, it doesn't send all of your posts to all of the people. The people are only going to get some of your posts. So it's not like you're going to be bombarding them with posts because they're not going to see them all anyway. Okay. Now let me just go back and check my Facebook to make sure that we have the list of things covered for today. Okay, the professional website design, user-friendly navigation, mobile optimization. We have to make sure that your website is good on a phone as well. So we have to always check as we're building it to make sure that when you toggle over to the phone view, that it looks right. High quality visuals. You've got lots of high quality visuals, which is great. Search engine optimization, keyword integration, incorporate breed specific and location based keywords to improve search engine rankings. Meta descriptions and tags. Oh, that was another thing I wanted to mention to you and to everyone else, that there are a couple of different plugins that are available to help you with SEO. So one of them is called Yoast, Yoast, and one of them is called Math Rank. And both of them will help you make sure the SEO on each and every page and post is optimized before you publish. And it just it tells you exactly what you have to do, especially if you go with Math Rank. It'll tell you if you have the right number of keywords in your article, and it will tell you that you need to add video or you need to add some other kind of resource, like a link to a different website that backs up what you're saying. You know what I mean? References and stuff. Regular content updates. Yeah, this is the other thing. You have to have regular content updates on your website. Your website can't just be there and be static forever. You have to keep adding information or taking information away or changing it. So it has to be a living thing. Okay. Comprehensive content about us page. Share your breeding philosophy, experience, and commitment to responsible breeding practices. Detailed breed information, provide insights into breed characteristics, care requirements, and suitability for different lifestyles. And you can actually easily write an ebook on the Australian Shepherd in your spare time. Much easier now because we have ChatGPT to help us. But that can be one of your lead magnets too. Everything that you ever wanted to know about the Australian Shepherd. And then they can trade their email for that publication that you're going to have for them.
Funny you just brought that up because I was just telling a friend of mine this morning, and I'm like, I got to do an ebook because then I wanted to get people's information. And I'm like, I need to do that.
Exactly. All right. Puppy availability and adoption process. So clearly outline the steps for purchasing a puppy, including your health guarantee and support. Social proof and testimonials, client testimonials, feature positive feedback from previous buyers to build credibility. And success stories, share stories and photos of puppies in their new homes to showcase happy outcomes. Number 5, transparency and ethical practices, health certifications, display health clearances and certifications to assure buyers of your commitment to breeding healthy dogs. Breeding practices, provide information about your breeding methods, including health testing and genetic screening. Number 6, contact and communication. Accessible contact information, offer multiple contact methods, including phone, email, and a contact form. And prompt responses, commit to responding to inquiries within 12 to 24 hours to demonstrate professionalism. That 12 to 24 hours is way too long. You know, when they email you, they want they want to hear from you right away. So the faster you can respond to your inquiries, the better. Number 7, educational resources. Blog articles publish informative posts on puppy care, training tips, and breed-specific advice. FAQs, that's another big thing. Address common questions to assist potential buyers in making informed decisions. So this actually, your FAQ section is where you can have a lot of that stuff about your deposits being transferable. You can have a lot of this stuff about the shipping process can be in your FAQs. Your visiting policy, that can be in your FAQ as well. Legal and ethical compliance, so adhere to regulations, ensure your website complies with local and national breeding laws and guidelines. So you probably have some things that you've promised to do for the state in order to have your license. So make sure that those things are on here as well. Privacy policy includes a clear policy to protect user data and build trust, especially when you're collecting names for an email list. You have to have a privacy policy, basically says you're not going to sell their email address to someone else. Social media integration. So active social media presence, link to your social media profiles to engage with a broader audience. So we'll make sure that we have links to those social media, your channels. We can put that in the footer. Shareable content. Create content that's easy to share, increasing your reach and visibility. That's another thing about search engine optimization is backlinks. So if someone does share one of your blog posts because it has valuable information, You'll get a backlink, which is valuable for your search engine optimization. And it basically tells Google that your content is worth sharing. So it means it's good. And then post-purchase support, follow up communication, stay in touch with buyers to offer support and gather feedback. Community building, create a community for puppy owners to share experiences and advice. One thing that I like to do is have an album for the buyer that's puppies from newborn puppies up to 8 weeks, a photo album. So you could have an example on your website of this photo album because people like that. So implementing these strategies can significantly enhance your website's effectiveness in attracting and converting potential puppy buyers, fostering a sense of trust and reliability in your breeding program. One thing that I didn't mention is filling out those business directories and pet business directories. Those all give you backlinks to your website as well. And there are lists available on the internet that show you all of the pet business directories in the USA. We can do a Google search for them. And one important thing about those is that the name, address, and phone all have to match. So all of your listings have to have the same business name, business address, and business phone. Do you have any questions?
So I even did the Google business that you had told
Yeah, the
us to
Google
do as
business
well.
profile.
So I did that and I've had a couple people write a review on there. My question for that would be, so I don't have an address that I put on there because like I said, I meet people or I ship them out, my puppies out anyway. But
There's a toggle switch in there so you can hide your address from being shown to the public.
okay. Um, there was something I was gonna ask with that. What do you do for hours? Like I literally have it to where like because obviously I'm answering emails in the morning or whenever I'm seeing the emails come through, I'm answering them. But like right now, I think I have Monday through Thursday, but it's like on the flip side, I'm legitly open all the time. You know what I mean?
Mhm. You never want to put 24 hours. I would just put regular business hours. And again,
Okay,
it
because
doesn't
I think
really
I have
matter because
right,
people aren't going to be coming to visit your facility.
right. And that's where, like right now, I think I have noon to 4, Monday through Thursday or something, but I'm still answering everything all the time anyway.
I would open it up. I just do like 9 to 5, Monday to Friday.
Okay.
You can have the FAQ again. We'll ask ChatGPT um, to give us a whole bunch of FAQs. So one would be like, who's your veterinarian? You could put that information on there. Where you get the dog food, all of those questions. You can put the stuff about your life's abundance in your FAQ. Your FAQ can be, really, really full, rich, lots of
So,
information.
so after seeing the website, like I said, I have not purchased it from Wix. That's why that header is at the top
Yeah,
because I'm not paying for a website. So do you feel that just continue to make the changes on my current website, or do you feel that I should go to, is there another place where I could go and build the website, start from scratch, but it has all of these lead magnets and it has all of this, and
yeah.
this, and this?
I think
Is
it's
that,
system.io, but I
that's
haven't
what I
done
was just going to
it.
say.
So,
Okay.
so let me do it first. Let me check it out first.
Okay.
And just to make sure.
Because I don't want to sit here and have 10 different places that I have to go
Exactly.
to
And that's the thing. If you're
send people
using
here.
system, yeah, it'd be nice to have everything in one place.
Right.
So hopefully that's going to be system.io for us.
Okay.
But in the meantime, I want you to strip everything off that website and just make it really, really basic.
Hmm. See, I told you I needed to simplify it. Like it
Yeah,
was too
just
much.
strip it all down and just make it so that if someone, because you have puppies on the ground right now that we have to find homes for within 7 weeks. So you
Hmm.
need your website ready now. So just go
Right.
ahead and take all that stuff out. Leave pictures of the dogs on there. Simplify it as much as you possibly can. Simplify the colors,
Okay.
and then we can just work on expanding it later and maybe moving it over to system.
Okay. Good deal.
Yeah, because it also has a payment thing on there, so they can send their deposits through there. Uh,
That's the system,
yeah,
right? Yeah.
you have to
That's
have
what I was liking about it
Stripe.
when you were saying that.
Do you have Stripe for payment
No.
processing? Okay, get yourself a Stripe account, and we'll attach Stripe to your funnel and also PayPal. Do you use PayPal?
Okay. So I actually have PayPal. Um, but I actually started getting away from PayPal and I use Venmo a lot, but I know
Oh,
Venmo is owned by PayPal. Um, but otherwise I was looking at Zelle or Zelly, I think is what my bank was using, but now they have a different one that's called P2P. So you um person to person, so it's bank to bank. So I had used PayPal many years ago and somebody had placed a deposit and I had gone through all of the vet check and everything and I was supposed to be shipping the dog out the next day and they canceled it. And because
I
of
know
it
PayPal's
being a
not the
puppy
best for
sale.
dog breeders for that reason.
Right. So that's what I was just going to say is I've gone away from that
Yeah.
just because of that. So now I'm like I got to find a better source.
You know what? You are going after a high quality buyer. They're all going to have credit cards. So you just need Stripe.
Okay.
PayPal and Zelle and all that stuff is for people that don't have credit cards, really.
Well, and that's where I was kind of like wondering how to go about doing it because otherwise, wire transfers I've done with
That's
a
a
high
pain in the
end,
butt.
but it's such a pain.
It is. It's a
Yeah.
huge pain.
Okay. So get Stripe. Okay.
Yeah. Get Stripe and then the money just gets deposited into your bank account after a few days.
That's fine because then, like Venmo, like I said, I had them sending it there, but then there's a daily fee allowed or something on that. So that's been a pain too at times.
Mhm. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So does that cover everything all the questions that you had about your website?
Yes. Do you want to make it for me now?
Yeah, I know that's the problem. So this is going to be great for me too, because I'm going to be working on my website at the same time that you're going to be working on your website. And I mean, I'm going to be working on my digital marketing for my kennel at the same time that you're working on your digital marketing for the kennel on Sundays or
Okay.
Monday, whatever day we decide to do it.
Okay.
So we,
So that's why this is where I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. And that's where I need to sit down and start printing some stuff out because I go and I make my checklist off of stuff that you're posting. And I try print that all off a lot because then I could just go step by step instead of scrolling back and forth and everything. And um, so this is what I was looking forward to because I'm like 2025 is going to be a lot better for my website and for the blogs and all that stuff. So I have these goals now that I'm like, so as you're sitting here going through this, and I was like, okay, it looks like what I'm doing on Christmas break with the kiddos, like they're home, I could be doing my own thing. And that's what I need to really do is focus on this because this is my passion. This is what's gotten me where I am. And I've been neglecting it for 2 to 3 years. And it's very, very sad that I was in the top 10 across the country as a breeder, and in Iowa, I was number one. And now when I go to Google, I can't even find myself. And it's makes me sick that I've been doing this for almost 16 years and where I was. And so
Yeah,
it's just
you
time
know
to,
what though? There's a huge difference. The search engine results are not very good right now. Um, I don't know what Google's doing, but a lot of the big like puppy find sites and sites like that are taking up all of the top spots. And that's not what people want. People want to find a breeder. You know what I mean? Like when I go searching for a type of dog,
well, and I
if
used to
I-
pay for the puppy find or whatever. Yeah.
yeah, but if I'm searching for an Australian Shepherd, I'm looking for kennel websites. I'm not looking for freaking puppy find.
Well, and I used to use puppy find to my advantage until my prices got way higher than what they have them there. And I got to the point I had other breeders and I had other people sending me messages and laughing faces like, you're a ripoff. I can't believe that you'd even think that you could charge this much. And it's like, oh, yeah, you're definitely not my person. Thank you for checking that off my list. Like, I'm not going to deal with you then.
That's the attitude you
So,
have to have because there are people that will pay that amount of money, no question. And don't
yeah,
forget
during,
many broke ass people there are on the planet. There's people with lots of money that want to
oh,
buy
yeah.
great
And that's why I sit
dogs.
here like, I told my husband, I'm like, I'm so excited to take your classes next year to get my butt in gear and accountability and everything because I know I have the dogs, and that's what I've been telling people for um multiple like I said, I know multiple people who have got out of raising Australian shepherds, and they're like, why do you keep doing this? Why don't you just go buy a poodle and make doodles because that's where all the money is? And I'm like, because at some point our market is going to come back and they're going to want the purebred dogs.
Hmm.
And I'm not willing to take my 15, 16, almost 16 years of me doing this and health testing and having quality. And that's what many people don't understand is I have lines that I started with 15 years ago. I still have them today. Like I have grandparents and great grandparents that I had on the farm and I have their babies here. And that's where my priority is. And that's
Yeah,
where I'm at. I'm having my own line, now. And I'm like, it's going to come back. It's going to come back full force. And I know it's going to. It's just when, but I know it's going to come back. And people are going to want the full bred Aussies and the quality Aussies that are there.
yeah, definitely.
So I have homework for the next. Okay, so is this our final call, or do we have more, or are
This
we?
is it. We're done.
Oh, well, kick us out like that.
Just a sec. I'll stop recording now. Ah, let's see.